Now, student, see energy transfer processes in photosensitized reaction, because previously we know what happens in photosensitized reaction. In photosensitized reaction, reacting molecule in the photochemical reaction is unable to absorb the radiant energy which is incident, and no further reaction occurred. But third substance externally added, that is foreign third substance added, which is called as a photosensitizer. That photosensitizer absorbs the energy and goes into excited state and gives that energy to the reacting molecule and activates the reaction. Such reactions are photosensitized reaction. Now, today we have to see the mechanism of photosensitization, that is the energy transfer processes which occurred in photosensitized reaction. In this way, consider a donor-acceptor system. You know, donor means photosensitizer, externally added foreign substance, that is third substance, and acceptor means a reacting molecule in a photochemical reaction. Initially, when light is incident, acceptor unable to absorb it, that's why this donor can absorb. After absorption of that incident photon, this donor D absorb energy and goes to its singlet excited state, that is D1, and it comes to ground state via this triplet excited state, and such a transition occurred from D1 to D3 is called as inter-system crossing. After this inter-system crossing, this donor from D3 transfer its energy to the reacting molecule. Means in the triplet state, it transfer its energy to the reacting species. That is, reacting species means reactant A. And after this energy transferred by the donor to the reacting species, what happens? The triplet state, excited state, then collide with the acceptor and producing a triplet excited state of this acceptor. And the ground state of donor, also the ground state of donor. Here, if this triplet state of acceptor forms the final product, then such a reaction is called as photosensitization reaction. And however, if the products are results from triplet excited state of this donor, that is from the D3 state, then such a reactions are called as a quenching. And here the product results from D3 and A is called as a quencher. Here acceptor A is called as a quencher and the reaction is called as quenching reaction. Now, reactions which are depicting the photosensitization reaction and the quenching reaction are as follows. Now see what happens when acceptor cannot absorb the incident photon. These incident photons were absorbed by donor. Okay, this is donor D. This donor D in the ground state, that's why it is D. It absorbs the incident photon, that is H nu, and it goes to its singlet excited state, that is D1. Getting it? समझ में आया? पहली स्टेप, donor absorb the incident photon, that is h nu, and goes to excited state, that is singlet excited state. After this, it comes to its triplet state here, that is the D3. This D1 by ISC, inter-system crossing, comes to its triplet state. Okay, it's a triplet state D3. And after this, when donor comes in its triplet state, then it collides with the reactant A, and it collides with the reactant A, then there are two possibilities. After collision with the reactant A, the reactant A goes from its ground state to its triplet excited state, and if the triplet excited state of this acceptor carries the photochemical reaction, then such reactions are photochemical reaction. Contrary, this donor carries the photochemical reaction, then A is, that is reactants are called as quencher, and the reaction is called as quenching. That's why after this inter-system crossing, what happens? The triplet state of donor collide with this triplet state of the donor collide with the reactant A, and it gives, what it gives? It may gives this donor D. It comes down, donor D. That is which reaction it is quenching, or it may gives the triplet state of this acceptor. And if this triplet state of acceptor is responsible for photochemical reaction, then it will be the photosensitization. That's why we may write, if this thrice A3 gives product, then it will be photosensitization. Photosensitization. And if this donor, that is triplet state, gives the product, here if product is obtained due to this, then it will be photosensitization, and if the product will be obtained due to the triplet donor state, that is called as quenching. If product is obtained due to the triplet state of donor, and here A is called as a quencher and the reaction is called as quenching. This is nothing but the energy transfer processes in photosensitized reaction. These are the processes. This is nothing but mechanism. Now see the examples of photosensitized reaction. You know the very well example of chemical actinometer. Which is that example? That example is of a uranyl oxalate actinometer. What is the mechanism of uranyl oxalate actinometer? We studied it previously. In uranyl oxalate actinometer, there is a mixture of 0.05 molar oxalic acid. Uranyl sulfate plus 0.01 molar oxalic acid in water. When the light from 2500 angstrom allowed to incident on this mixture. Previously we said in chemical actinometer, uranyl oxalate chemical actinometer, 2000 angstrom to 3300 angstrom unit light is allowed to fall. particularly it is of 2500 angstrom. When fall, then this uranyl sulfate and uranyl ions from the uranyl sulfate, that is UO2 plus ions, absorb this intensity, this wavelength of the light 2500, and it goes to its excited state. We are indicated by asterisk, that is star. After this uranyl ion in excited state, these are the uranyl ion in the ground state, that is in the solution, but due to absorption they get excited. After exciting, this uranyl ion, UO2 ion in excited state, collides with the oxalic acid. You know oxalic acid, this oxalic acid, then this oxalic acid get decomposed and it gives carbon monoxide plus CO2 plus uranyl ions as it is. CO plus CO2 plus uranyl ion plus H2O. Okay, this is balanced reaction. In this way, this uranyl ion initiated this reaction, that is photosensitizers, and this reaction carried out and the energy is given to reacting species. Further chemical reaction, photochemical reaction carried out, and this third substance remains as it is after the reaction. Such reactions are photosensitized reaction. This is the best example of a photosensitized reaction. Here uranyl ion acts as a photosensitizer. Also, the next example, photosynthesis of carbohydrates in plants from carbon dioxide and water. Second example, photosynthesis of carbohydrates in the plants from carbon dioxide and water. What happens in this reaction? Chlorophyll in plant pigment. Second example, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll absorbs the radiation, incident radiation, and it goes into excited state and its energy get increased. This chlorophyll is in excited state, again shown by asterisk, that is star, and this excited chlorophyll reacts with the carbon dioxide and water, CO2 plus H2O, plus this photosensitizer chlorophyll in excited state, then is gives the food, that is final product CH2O plus further O2 plus chlorophyll, oxygen plus chlorophyll. Here this chlorophyll against a photosensitizer, it absorbs the light radiation and reacting species get activated by this chlorophyll. After activation of these reacting species, they forms a product and photosensitizer remains as it is. Only it absorbs light and gives it to reacting species. It is called as a photosensitized reaction. Here chlorophyll is photosensitizer. In this way, number of reactions are there. Again, you know the decomposition of diazomethane. Diazomethane decompose. Here again benzophenone, it acts as a photosensitizer. Again, next reaction, dissociation of ethylene. Here the what happens here, mercury, that is atomic photosensitizer, is used to carry the reaction. And again there are some some other reactions, isomerization of butene 2, and this reaction, in this reaction cis butene 2 undergoes isomerization to yield a trans 2-butene when it is exposed to the radiation of 2537 angstrom unit wavelength, and in the presence of a molecular, we can say, photosensitizer, that is SO2. In this way, these are the various examples of photosensitized reaction.